Welcome to the Gtechniq detailing bay. We're just today going to do a little demonstration using this Porsche 993 that's due to go in to have a front-end respray. I just wanted to show a little demonstration on edge security when we're talking about P1 polish as opposed to a regular cutting compound. So we've prepared this these two sections here, and we're going to do a side-by-side comparison on how quickly it takes to burn through an edge using a foam pad and a cutting compound and a wool pad using P1. So here we are with this is the P1 pSystem, Gtechniq pSystem kit. So we've got the P1 nano composite polish, then we've got the CPR1 wool cutting pad, then we've got the MPR1 medium foam pad and the FPR1 fine foam pad, and that all goes on with this backing pad. And we're using a Makita 9227 CP. Okay, so we've basically put some Abralon marks right up close to the edge. So this is a typical kind of thing that would be a challenge to detail when you've got scratches right up close to the edge and you're always going to be worried about burn through on the edges. So again, with the P1, it works at a low speed. So we're now working at position number. What position are you on, Vitaly? What speed position?
Second, about
so we're on number 2, 900 RPM. So he's putting a fair amount of pressure on there. And when you feel the surface on the edge here, you'll find that there's very, very little heat. So as you can see, we'll get the sun gun on that. We'll just get Vitaly to give that a quick clean up, take the residues off. And again, this light here, it's a nice big flat light, but you don't really see particularly defects on it. So we've got this very reasonably priced sun gun that will show up any defects. So that's just after a wool pad. You can see there's a bit of residue left on there, but generally that's a fairly good finish. You just take the rest of the residue off there. There's some down here, all the way along here. So yeah, I mean that's just with the wool pad and with P1, and see the edge. You can get this to focus on it. It's still looking with no burn throughs. We are going to burn through this edge on purpose in a minute. But this car, as I said, we wouldn't normally do this. This car is going in for a repaint in about half an hour, so and the whole front end's been doing, so that's okay. Okay, so now we're just going to try and burn through the edge, which is actually not that easy to do. So you see we're on 25.2. You see it's giving it a bit of welly there. Give it a bit more welly.
It's not happening.
It won't go through. Please don't do this at home unless you want to repaint the car. So as you can see,
it's still not happening.
Still not going through. So this kind of shows you how safe it is. Everybody, there's a fear of wool pads. Still not happening. Of wool pads, and really, you know, as a system that is very friendly for first-time detailers and for professional detailers, you can see this is a pretty safe system if it's taken this long just to go through on an edge, which normally we'll show you in a second using a normal compound. Happens very, very quickly, and you've got to be careful about. You've gone through. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that's well, it's at least a minute anyway. And just take the residue off. So let's have a look, see what the damage is. And again, nice thing, sorry, another selling point of, another benefit of P1 is that it's water based, so cleaning up is really extremely easy. So yeah, you can see there, oops, come on, see, we've gone through just there. Get that focus on it. Okay, it's not really much of a burn through, but it is a burn through. You've gone through the lacquer there, and we're through to the colour coat. Okay, so we're going to do the same side by side with the cutting compound. So you can see this is where it's burnt through at the end of my fingernail there, and that took us a good minute anyway to get through on that. So just to, you know, it's really a demonstration on edge security that you've got to be pretty much trying hard to go through. Obviously with substrates, plastic substrates, you've got to be a bit more careful because the plastic doesn't dissipate the heat as well as metal, so surface temperatures will be that much higher, but even so, it's still, you've still got to be trying fairly hard to go through on an edge with P1 and a wool pad. So we're going to use, we're now using a regular cutting compound with a medium, well, what you call a cutting pad or a compounding pad, which is our medium pad. And then, so we've got the regular body shop cutting compound on the surface, using the same speed, number 2, with our lovely Vitaly sporting one of our lovely new t-shirts, which is available on the website. So that's the result on that. Okay, so now we'll just do a demonstration on the edge, so you can see how quickly you're going to go through with the cutting compound. Okay, so this is paint to the paint. Through, yeah, right through to the base coat. Just give it a quick clear up. Okay, now if this is a real world situation, okay, we've been trying hard there again, but yeah, now you're into a situation where you'd definitely have to get a repaint done on there. So there we are. You see the amount of, is that residue in there? No, I think those are holograms.
Fillers from the compounds.
Mm.